What is up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. On Edge with Indy Industry podcast, and we have
your boy Adrian Nice in the building. Go ahead and follow me on the IG at Adrian Nice. That's with a Y, not an I.
I'm Mr. On Edge on IG, and we have a special guest in the building.
Aquala Chantal. Just Google me. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So kidding, but nah.
Google her. How do you spell your name?
Aquala, Aquala Chantal, Chantal.
Cool.
Original.
So, thank you for being on the show today. So what do you do? Like, what are you doing currently?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me on the show. So I'm excited to be here with you guys. And I realize I'm the first female on the show, so I'm very excited. It's kind of like history in the making right now.
You're setting the bar for every other girl that's gonna come over here, woman that's gonna come over
There
here.
you go. Thank you. So I'm excited to just, dive in and talk a little bit about myself, but, just to converse with you guys.
Nice.
So right now, what I'm working on is my Who Am I Daily. I was doing music in the past, and I stepped away just for a little bit for reasons. We can get into that. But right now, I'm working on my planners and just creating my best life. So I'm excited about that.
Is that what Who Am I Daily is?
That's exactly what it is. Who am I daily, if you break it down, is just a question that you can ask yourself on a daily. And I've gotten a lot of great responses with it. Started off actually doing a vlog and a blog myself, had a website, Facebook, Instagram, and then people are just, responding to it very well.
So what is Who Am I Daily? Talk about that in more detail.
Well, Who Am I Daily is just as it is. It's a platform, it's resources, it's tools for you to actually just take a look at yourself, take some time to reflect. But not only that, it's also for you to get yourself in check. And it through the company that I formed, it's just to provide tools and resources so that people who need a little bit of guidance might be out here still trying to figure it out, like myself, whether it be business, personal, whatever it is. That is going to be a platform that allows you to take that time that you need to get it right.
And you said you guys sell books?
So basically, So basically how it started is, long story short, my career was flopping. I felt like in my career life, it wasn't really going the way that I wanted to go, not seeing any success, but putting in all the hard work. Personal life, the same, putting in the work, but not getting the results that I needed. So at that point, I had to step away from everything. So I started writing because that's what I am. I'm just like an avid writer. So I was like, oh no, I got to figure this out. And because I expressed myself through writing, I just started writing out how I felt, writing out what my plan was going to be, and then just learning how to keep following up. So Who Am I Daily? Our original platform is going to be through planners. And that's just going to give people the guidance that they need to kind of write it out, but also see it happen at the same time.
Okay.
So
I noticed you've been posting a lot of Hello Monday, and so talk more about where Hello Monday come from. Like, why Hello Monday?
Well, Hello Monday, that's important to me because I realize that some people dread Mondays. They're like, oh my God, some people who are just kind of stuck in that box, that Monday through Friday type of mentality, they're like, oh my gosh, here comes Monday. For most people, it's like Monday is that start of the work week. So for me, I was like, no, I can't live like that. So I want my Mondays to be exciting. I want to actually go to bed on Sunday and wake up and be excited about getting that week started. So that's my Hello Monday. My Hello Monday is What's Up Monday.
That's my favorite day of the week.
I got
you. Monday is like the best day of the week, in my opinion.
So is your website live right now?
So the website was live. As I stated, I started off doing the vlog at first. So the vlog really held like my videos and just me talking about my experiences. When I decided to start doing the planners, I pulled back on it because I did want to make sure I had enough time to develop it a lot more. So it's not live right now, but I'm planning to launch everything, the planners, the vlog again, and some other resources in May. So it'll be live in May.
May. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a May baby.
Coming up quick.
Hopefully
is
we
coming
be out
up
of quarantine.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
But that's okay because, whether we're in quarantine or not,
Can plan.
you got your trusted device.
Facts.
This is
So,
true.
you always have resources to get, insight on what you need. So what's
So
up?
so let's talk a little bit about the music. Like, are you planning on doing music in the future, or are you just gonna like put that on the back burner
Yeah.
and focus more so on Who Am I Daily? Like,
Right.
how does that look?
Well, what's funny is that it was never really like a this project versus this project thing because last year I went in. I was in the studio recording. We have some really great songs that we still just kind of tucked away a little bit. I actually released a song called Me Me Me, which is like my anthem.
Spotify, produced by King Randolph.
Me, me.
Produced by this guy.
King Randolph. I
This-
got so many hats, man. Anyway, go ahead.
You do. And okay, the way I feel about it is that I didn't have it all together. So, we're doing all this work yet again.
What does all together mean?
Okay. What I mean by
plan.
there you go.
Who Am I Daily?
We didn't have a plan. We were putting in all the work. We have this vision of what we want. Like, gosh, if you're putting in work and you're investing and you're spending your money, quite naturally you want to see some results from it. But if you don't even have, like, if you're just gonna say, okay, we're gonna do the song, get it mixed, mastered, throw it out there, but you don't even have any real expectations set for it.
What was the goal for the song?
Well, my goal for the song is that I at least wanted to get, I guess more views. Literally, like right now on
More
Spotify,
streams.
more streams, streams, views,
But what
plays,
is
whatever.
more?
So right now I'm sitting at like about 1,700.
Okay.
That's
I was
not
about to say
good.
17,000.
No, I had to stop for a
All
minute
right,
because
guess
I was like,
how many more? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like what
How
is
many
more? How
more?
many more?
There you go. So that's
So
the thing. That
basically-
was the
Because you're
problem.
gonna get more by default.
So what would
Right.
you basically what would you need for music to be your full-time job in a way?
To be my full-time job. Well, for music to be my full-time job, I would need to have to see a stream of income from it.
Yeah.
So,
Sustainable.
because
like
it's
shows and stuff like
Right.
that.
shows, doing more things like this, like interviews, being able to be invited to do different things. And then sales,
Yeah.
streams, because people don't realize, 1,700 versus 1,000,000 streams, we got paid off of what we got, you know what I mean, of
Yeah.
what we put out there. But if you're getting 17 versus 1,000,000 streams, that's a different bracket.
But then you got those people who still actually purchase music on
And some
like
right
iTunes and Google
dedicated
Play, yeah.
dedicated fans purchase music.
But now you can combine your Who Am I Daily and
Yeah.
your
100%.
music,
For
sell that
me,
merch.
music is like, I remember when I wrote my first song, I was a kid. I wasn't thinking about how much
The
money I
career,
could make
yeah.
from this. I was just like, wow. You said you lying, girl. I was always thinking about that money.
No,
But for me, it was just a pure love
Yeah.
for it. It was a joy. I just enjoyed doing it. I had to do it every day. You know what I mean? But then I transitioned from doing just writing for fun into actually going to school for it. So then it became a grade. And then after school, it became, okay, now I want to get signed. So I have to work for producers and this and that. So then it became a business. So somewhere in the middle, I lost that pure,
That
the art
passion.
form, because I had to do it a certain way so I could be graded a certain way. And then I had to do it a certain way so that I could figure out how to live off of it. So that's where my Who Am I Daily came from. I became frustrated trying to figure out how to do it a certain way. And I wanted to get back to the love of it so it could be just as amazing, so people would start gravitating towards it. If that makes any sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It does make sense.
I hope so.
It
So,
does.
But
it
you
does.
guys are
So-
entertainers as well.
Nah, the focus is on
Oh,
you right
God,
now.
see?
Yeah.
So-
this is your time.
Okay, it's my time. That's what I have to learn, how to
So-
just take it.
So when you went to school, would you feel like school maybe expanded your mind or opened you up to more things? Because you said when you first started, you were just focused on.
The art. Yeah. Oh, it did, because I learned how to read music. So it wasn't just writing from what I knew. Like, I was getting the education, I was getting the knowledge of how to compose. And not only that, I was around other people that had that same passion. So it made me feel like, oh, yeah, okay, there's more to this
Yeah.
than that.
Like-minded people.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed it.
So when did you start thinking about money? Like,
I think I started
The
thinking
money
about
question.
money when I couldn't afford to go to school.
got you.
When I was like, okay, wait a minute. Like, you have to pay to do this. And if you can't pay, then you can't continue. And then eventually I got my own place. And I'm like, okay, I can't just live off my good looks. Like, I got to
Yeah.
pay bills.
Well, some people
Facts.
can.
I mean, some people. Okay, that's another topic.
But you got morals. right?
Hollywood.
I have a little, I have morals.
Go to
You have
Yeah.
Hollywood.
standards.
That's another topic. I never learned how to live off, how to use what I have, and that's another great topic. I wouldn't say I would want to live off my looks or whatever, but I still never mastered how to use what I have to get what I need or what I want. And so that's what my Who Am I Daily is about, how to master myself.
To get what you want, to get what you
Right,
need
exactly.
in order to make it to your next goal,
That's right.
Yep.
next phase of
Bam.
life.
Just like that.
Cool.
Dope.
So, okay, so we're expecting that in May. And what's the website going to be called?
Oh, I can't give it
Oh, you
because
can't
then
give
people
it.
are going to go to the website. It'll be like,
Definitely.
not available, not just yet.
So, what's your social media one more time?
So
So they
social
know how to-
media is Aquala Chantal. Pretty much that's it. It's Aquala Chantal, Facebook, IG,
YouTube?
YouTube.
You got vlogs on there?
I do have vlogs, videos that are on there.
On your IG.
Excuse me, guys. So Aquala Chantal is going to be my music page.
The shop Who Am I Daily.
So
is
for the Who Am I Daily is
Yes.
the other side of
Shop
me.
Who Am I
It's
Daily,
Shop
yeah.
Who Am I Daily.
Okay.
What is
that-
that? That's the IG?
Yeah.
That's the IG.
Okay, got you.
Mhm.
And is there an email that they can contact you out if they have questions? Like, maybe you can give them advice.
Of course. I'm always
something.
like, I have people come to me all the time. I would give my number if I could, but then that wouldn't be good.
Nah.
I love I love
Nope.
making people feel better at the
You
end
on
of
your
the
own with
day. Oh, no, that's not this
Just
one.
the
That's not this
email
podcast.
on IG.
So you guys right now can just currently reach me at achant, CHANT, music@gmail.com. And, until further notice. So that's
Sweet.
cool.
So how y'all
Cool.
feel about this virus?
That was actually my next question. So how are
Well-
you going to use this opportunity? I won't say pandemic, but this opportunity to be locked down at home to maximize your
Well,
social career.
funny that you say use this
Incorporate the
opportunity
two.
because even before this, me, I'm always locked down at home working on my craft. So for me personally, it's just going to be another day of grinding it out. You know what I mean? So
This
yeah,
is
I
true.
mean, but but people are at home now. So what I can do,
Push your
people have
music.
more time.
More time to be
People
on
have more
social
time,
media,
right.
They're just gonna be
YouTube.
sitting there, just
I feel
telling
like
them, listening.
YouTube about
waiting.
to just blow. TikTok, all of those
That's
All
things.
the
true.
streaming platforms are.
I
Gonna
need to get
blow.
on TikTok.
You need to
yo.
invest
like
stocks right
Stocks
now. You
are
need to
a-
invest in Netflix,
Netflix, Disney,
Amazon,
What Apple stocks
Sony,
look like? 'Cause I
all
need
that.
to get on that.
Apple, all of that.
Get some
Invest
Apple,
right now.
Samsung, Sony.
Because people are just gonna be sitting in their house,
Yeah, that's
watching
true.
TV,
Nothing.
listening to music.
Available.
Listening to music, watching YouTube.
This
That's
is
why,
true.
like Disney's smart because they threw Frozen up early on Frozen
Frozen
2
2.
on Disney Plus, like ASAP. Because I was just saying, like, when they go put Frozen 2 out on Disney Plus,
Every time they drop a movie, their stocks go
Yeah.
up,
they drop. Yeah, I'm telling you, like,
and
not
then they go
mad.
back down. So just so you know, go ahead and I'm going to be launching a streaming service next year. Video Blimp, you can go ahead, videoblimp.net. You can go ahead and submit your content right now. We're looking for content revolved around music. So if you have music videos, if you have interviews with artists, if you have online courses talking about the artistry, the music side, the business side to music, or music films, etc. That's the content we're looking for.
So Adrian, for an
Submit it.
artist like me,
What's up?
because when you came in today, you were like, okay, we talked a little bit about exposure.
Yeah.
So for myself, like I strayed away a little bit because I was trying to be a little bit wary about, but any exposure is good exposure, right? Or yes or no?
I would say yes.
Okay. So on a platform like this, like what type of advice would you give to like an artist like myself that really works an honest job? We have some side gigs, we're hustling here, hustling there. How can we build up like that, I guess, that investing money to be able to be a part of certain opportunities?
So your question is,
You gonna pay for it.
wait, no, I'm just making sure I want to
Yeah,
understand.
so my question is, okay, here's the thing. A lot of people feel that for certain platforms, you shouldn't have to pay for them if people are interested in, you know what I mean? Like in your talent or whatever. So how can an artist, I guess, differentiate like certain platforms. You know what I mean? Like, how do we know which ones are the best ones to invest in for the
When you
maximum
say invest, what do you
exposure?
mean?
Because certain
Invest your
platforms you have,
time and
yeah,
you're putting your
invest
music on there.
time.
So, I mean, as far as music goes, so what you need to do, what I would suggest all people doing is basically going a year hard, just having your music on every single platform. Then after that year, you have data that you can look back at and see, which platform you're getting most of your streams for, or where your audience is. Or you could do a survey and see what majority of them uses. Then I would make sure all my music is on that one platform and focus solely on that platform. But I still would have your music on all platforms just so you can still, definitely still focus. Like if you're running ads, I would run it to that one platform. And then, the difference between our platform is it's just for like, we're monetizing your videos. The only other, when you think of monetizing your music videos or anything, you think of what?
YouTube.
Exactly. YouTube. That's it. So, you can come put your music video on there. You can make money and, you can also learn also while doing that.
Awesome.
But yeah, that's what I would say. It's just doing research. On yourself and your audience. And then, but don't stop pushing.
Right.
You have to keep pushing. It's not going to happen at once.
Right.
It's not going to happen at once. It needs to be a snowball effect.
Yeah.
Just like this YouTube thing.
Exactly.
It's like, you're 247 subscribers. Yo.
Yeah.
You're going to get frustrated.
I'm way off my mark.
It's all about content.
Yeah.
And video.
I feel frustrated.
No, because
I feel like
when
for
it comes to,
because it's
certain
like
things.
Most of my gigs are canceled now because of COVID. And and then if they do martial law, I'm stuck in the house regardless. So my goal is to at least do one YouTube video a day for the next however long this quarantine is gonna last. That's the goal.
Yeah.
So we about to see what it looks like. If I gotta figure out some ideas. I do a whole review on my Xbox. Who cares? It's still relevant, I guess, because the new Xbox about to come out anyway. So.
Do it.
But yeah,
that's dope though. Yeah, I have so many questions, but just about the industry in general, and I
like
do
what?
think it is about
because if we can't answer them, maybe the viewers can comment.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about like with the film. Oh, more so Adrian.
Oh,
Go ahead.
As far as like, because you lived in LA for a minute. And like, so some people say like Cali is super oversaturated with like music and film and all these things. So is that like, how accurate is that? Is it like easier in LA or is it just too oversaturated to really do anything?
What's your definition of saturated?
Well, like so many people, like too many people are doing it.
For
like
every
so many.
five
I mean,
people.
I definitely think there's a lot of people doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily know
The ratio
how many is too many.
Yeah.
But with there being so many more people, the competitive level is higher. So like the competitive level out here might not be as high.
So you gotta bring your A game.
Exactly. So, you really just might not know how good you are until you go out there. You might think you are good, but the level of competition out here is not as competitive out there. You know what I'm saying? And, I guess in a sense, if you're looking to get a job from like Sony, Disney, Warner Bros, or whatever the case may be, it could be oversaturated. But then again, they look at your work and plus just it's all about who you know at that. So it wouldn't even matter how many people are out there because everybody doesn't know the same amount of people.
It's a tight circle, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it can definitely frustrate you because, you're out there, starving artists, rent, money, everything's more expensive.
Yeah.
They do pay you more, but at the same time, it's about you get paid more, but you just gotta know how to keep your money.
Yeah.
You just gotta know how to keep your money.
I think that's anywhere though,
Exactly.
like wherever you go, you just gotta know how to manage what you have, what you get.
I would recommend everybody going out there though.
Yeah.
Everybody going out there. And
if it's still standing in
Just
2
getting
months.
experience. Oh gosh.
just to get you will see like how, I mean, I don't want to say it like this, but this is the only way I can say it, but just like how much it'll humble you.
Mhm.
It'll just humble you.
Mhm.
That's how I'm gonna put it. It'll
Yeah.
humble you because you need to know how much harder you gotta work
Right.
or how much you don't matter in a
Mhm.
sense.
Right.
Like when I ran
True.
across America, like that is what that did to me. That's how that made
Humbled
me
you.
feel. It was just like, damn, I really am not what I thought I was,
Right.
or I could need to go this much harder. Um,
And I think that for you to say that, like, that's kind of where I am too. It's like, okay, you're working, but wait a minute, maybe I'm not working as hard as I need to
Hell
be
no.
working. It's
True.
one thing to have a talent and a gift, but it's another thing to push like there is no tomorrow. That's why, like, this is a great opportunity, but every single day you should be pushing like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, because there's people out there
that want it.
That's all they do.
That's all they do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all
We
they
got
do.
jobs, but there's people out
Mhm.
there that don't have those jobs.
Right.
So they're spending that much more time
Doing
on that
it.
music. So if you are a person with a job
Mhm.
and then you do get the
It's
time
just
to get to your music, then you need to like
Mhm.
triple down or film or
Right.
YouTube
Or
videos. You
anything.
need to, anything. You
Anything
need
for
to
that
triple
matter.
down. If you want to be at the top, they working. Definitely.
Well, what I'm excited about, especially with the Who Am I Daily, is just I was very like wanting to just kind of find a lane of my own. But then when I got in that lane, I was like, whoa, this is a whole industry, but we don't know about it. So tapping into new things and finding new ways, I mean, you just become exposed to, just everything
Yeah.
that's out there.
Exactly. Don't get lost in the sauce, though.
Mhm.
That's another thing about Hollywood. There's so many, LA, there's so many ways to make money. You can
Definitely.
get distracted.
Mm-hmm.
So you just need to go out there knowing what you want
Yeah.
and kind of staying focused.
But I feel like, speaking of LA, I feel like Canada is crushing it. Because it's like,
Canada's a good outlet.
because I know literally all my favorite YouTubers, minus MKBHD, is from Canada. Well, all my filmmaking YouTubers are from Canada. Chris Howe, Peter McKinnon, Matty Aboya, Daniel Schiffer. And I think Unbox Therapy is in Canada too.
Mhm.
So it's like, he's not a filmmaker channel, but everyone's in Canada. Like,
Yeah.
Canada is killing it right now
Yeah.
in that filmmaking.
Why do you think it is? Like,
Because everyone there is so peaceful.
yeah.
They don't care about everything else. They just want to create content. Like, you can
Yeah.
literally leave your camera on the middle of the street while vlogging and walk away because it didn't come back and no one's going to touch it.
I don't know about all that, but
Okay.
you know what I'm
You might be
saying?
going a
I
little
mean,
far.
they did it, though.
Yeah.
You know.
They did it. I
I'm
guess
sure they
it's
had
the
people
area.
watching on the...
Yeah.
Probably.
They watching that stuff, bro. They not.
But
YouTube is an illusion. I mean,
It's-
Right.
it is
film in
illusion.
general, music in general is an illusion. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Everything is an illusion.
It
Wow.
is. It
You
is.
can't trust nothing.
It's
or
a virtual.
nobody.
YouTube's a virtual world. Instagram's a virtual
Mhm.
world. Everything's a virtual world.
Just like all IG models look like plastic.
I mean, you're creating your own
Your world.
avatar in
Yeah.
a sense.
Wow.
How you want to be perceived.
And I'm just so on the fence with that because it's like I want to be successful. I want to be seen and respected and
You gotta give the
and
people what they
motivate
want.
people, right? But I want my life, my everyday life to reflect that. You know what I
So
mean? Like when I
what's
turn
your-
the cameras off.
What's your audience?
can.
though?
It
Like,
doesn't
what's your
have to not.
audience?
Hmm?
Do you know what your audience is?
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like because of the fact that
All right, boom. Break down your audience right now.
okay, my audience is anyone that wants to be successful. And the reason why it is because when you
Well, I was talking about
go-
as far as your music audience.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know we're talking about a couple of things because we're on music, but I'm on my Who Am I Daily. But my music audience,
Well, they need to coincide, I guess.
they
'Cause I
do
know a lot of your
coincide.
music speaks directly to the women. So
I'm a woman.
even with the
so-
Who Am I Daily, planner, it's a lot of it's
Not necessarily because the last song that I put out, Me, 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 I feel like men can feel that too. Because really it's about, listen, I mean, I catered to you for a little while. And that could be in your work, your business, your career, your family, your friends. But at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and do me. And I don't really have any apologies. So, yeah, I'm a female. So it's going to come from a female point of view. But
Perspective.
music is universal.
true.
So,
So is there
So-
an age range?
I mean, I would say 21 and up.
Is there
Well, 'cause I know for a fact on my YouTube and Instagram, and when
Mhm.
I was running analytics on Facebook, my audience, even client base, was 25 to 43,
Okay.
and that was across all platforms. And I'm like, I just appeal to that group of
You
people.
know what's funny?
And
What
it's
I
mainly
did,
men that I appeal to.
right? What's
That's
funny?
why,
I
yeah.
appeal to more men, but for what
Because
reason?
you're a woman.
Thank you.
I
So
mean,
when
yeah.
you ask me what
Sex
my
appeal.
audience is that based on the
I mean,
analytics or
it
what?
could be women.
I
too.
mean, when you
But
post
the
when
numbers
you post
say
when you post a
men.
selfie,
men.
you
Yeah,
get
the numbers
like
say men.
you get more likes from a man
Right,
than
but
you
is
would
that
a
my
woman.
audience? I mean, me. Yeah, maybe. But
I mean, men they're just
It's
horny
men.
creatures.
It would be men.
Yeah.
so then maybe my audience has to be men because if I'm putting out music and I'm getting more responses from men,
Well, no, it doesn't have to be men. What the analytics is telling you, first you need to know your goals. So if your
Mhm.
goals is to be more women driven and you want that to be your main audience, your analytics are telling you need to switch up what you're doing
Yeah.
right?
to
But
attract more
then,
women.
but then see that's
Like-
not my goal because
'Cause
my
right
goal
now-
isn't to
Exactly.
switch up what I'm doing. I'm doing
Not
what.
necessarily switch,
hmm
you know,
So-
the
But the
movement.
presentation,
So right now-
mainly
Yeah,
the
So right now,
presentation.
your first
Tweak it.
planner,
tweak the
like your first, like we do ad campaigns. Your first planner is
the
basically
women
geared
love
towards
it.
women. So
Right, the
if
women
you run
on the
ads, you would
planner.
just only run it to
For
like,
women, yeah.
But on like Mother's Day, you can run that ad to men because they're gonna look for a gift to buy
Oh
their
yeah,
woman.
for sure.
So it's like I'm gonna buy my wife this planner. It looks cool. Hold my daily. Here you go. So I guess it's like
But majority of the content you have out right now is music, right?
Right, the
Yeah.
majority of the content, yeah,
Gotcha.
is music. So the analytics say more men are prone to like click on it, listen
mean,
to it. Which, yeah.
Men have mothers, men have
Mhm.
sisters,
Yep.
men have girlfriends,
Mm.
men have wives. So
and they looking to buy gifts.
Right.
exactly.
Hmm.
So
For
you
their-
can still
with the
use it.
planner,
There's
yeah.
ways to still use it.
Definitely.
Because I know when I start running ads on YouTube, I
Mhm.
probably just need to go ahead and because I'm like 20% women and the rest is men.
Oh wow.
It's like a lot of females don't watch my stuff. Maybe
Mhm.
I'm ugly.
No.
Nah,
But-
it's just,
but I know
you need to know
it's-
how to use it.
Yeah, it's tech related.
Understand your
Yeah, it's
analytics
tech related,
and how
and
to use
it's like all my content is tech and film,
Mhm.
and I'm in a male dominated
Yeah.
industry, so it makes sense
True.
to be that way. But whatever.
Is there?
Well,
But yeah,
man, woman, boy, or girl. Who am I dating?
men lie, women lie.
Yeah, but now you know how to pitch.
Now I know how to pitch it. But you know what I thought was great because I was telling someone about it, and it was a female, but she was just so excited because the way she described it as being just a blank canvas for anyone. When you talk about making a plan, when you talk about getting your life together, there's really no
Yeah.
stipulation on that because at the end of the day, we all need it.
'Cause-
So it's a tool that everyone needs, and I think that's why I'm excited about it.
Yeah, because I was saying mostly because I seen your design,
Right, the design
and design is polka dots
for
and pink.
women. Yeah.
So I mean, I know you want to do a male planner,
Right. I even
yes,
talked to you about
Yeah.
doing a Who Am I Daily for men once
Yeah.
we get it launched
from a man's
from your perspective. Right.
Because with men, we have organized chaos.
That's
Like
right.
literally, I can find a memory card in a pile of junk because I know where it's at.
Mhm.
But if you move one paper, I won't find it ever. That's just how it
And then
is.
that's when he's asking me, did you see my
I was like, don't touch my stuff. Don't move anything. My organized chaos.
But would you guys even buy a planner? Like Adrian, do you do planners or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have vision boards.
Yeah, see?
But
Ah,
for
let's
me,
get these men on board.
for me, I mean, this is just me though.
It's okay.
It would have to be like big because
Okay.
if it's small, I won't necessarily use it because like my vision board is my whole wall in my
Wow.
room. That's like I have papers across the whole wall.
Yeah.
But I do like write in journals. You have a
Oh,
journal also,
yeah.
so I write down my ideas,
Very
my
good.
dreams, and all that type of stuff. So
That's why we got to get
I'm
this
sure
Who
it's
Am I Daily
anything.
for men.
definitely.
I love it already.
But the Who Am I Daily for men would just be pretty
Blank-
much a
blank
blank
page.
paper with like points on it, like starting points. It won't be nothing like
and that's okay.
because basically what you have now is it's like a whole intricate like.
it is.
But men don't think that way.
Right.
We're like this.
So that's why
Like,
we
when
need it.
Yeah, when we go to the
Right.
store, we're in and out. Women are.
But is that necessarily the right way to do it? Or no? Everybody's
mean,
different.
There's
Yeah.
no right way.
There's no right way.
I'm
That's
just
right.
going off how I think.
So
So-
that's why a blank canvas is
Because
awesome.
you know how I think.
But don't we all need a little bit of guidance sometimes?
They don't say you can have a
So-
blank canvas, but you have like prompts.
Prompts.
Yeah, like
Points.
writing prompts or whatever. And it's like, okay, now you're not. You have some type of like guidance. Like when you're
Right.
playing a racing game, there's arrows to tell you where you can and can't go, basically. But
Gotcha.
Or have both.
That
Or
too.
both.
Two separate votes.
Just
I'm
have a-
excited, guys.
have a calendar and a to-do list.
I'm
pretty much.
really excited. I mean, I know I've been pushing music, and that's like the thing that I have out, but I'm ready to make a transition. I've just found happiness in this, and maybe because there's not a whole lot of judgment.
So you're not gonna push your music no more.
I am gonna push my music because we're doing a music video this week, so
Yeah.
which is weird, and that's because I don't
Music
want to have
video.
stuff just sitting. I have like this guilt trip of like how much I've invested, and I want to get it out, but
But
it's like
That's why I said, they're gonna coincide with each other. You're
Yeah.
the fans from your music, sell them books to them.
yeah.
Sell them books to them.
You do a show, have
Pitch it.
books.
Books.
Have
Hey
fun.
guys,
If all you have is women focused products, pitch
Yeah.
it to the men to get it for their women,
to the women, yeah.
all the women in their
Mhm.
lives, and when
All right.
make it work.
And then use your own music for like your
Promo and-
videos.
Yeah.
If you promoting a book, have your song. Oh, what song is that? Oh yeah, by the way, your new audience who don't know you do music. Oh, she
Right.
does music too.
I'm
Yeah.
with it. I am with it.
Make it work.
I think for me, I gotta get that excitement. Life can happen, and it can steal a little bit from you.
You're right.
I'm just being honest. Like I
Tell
know
me
that
about
everybody's
it.
like, "Oh, life don't ever happen. I'm just fabulous every day,"
Nah.
but that's not the truth.
You're
Like
right.
I don't live in that
So
avatar
what
world.
motivates you?
What motivates me?
Me.
Okay. I gotta look close to
Corona,
mine.
gonna get that Corona. In your
Okay. I'm really motivated by change. I'm really motivated by seeing my family win because there's like one in every family, and I'm not saying I'm the one in the family, but you have that one in every family that is kind of like the anchor a little bit, and they give that spark to the rest of the family. And sometimes I feel like I'm the one that gives a little bit of spark to everyone. So I have this family on my back, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not letting them down. So my family is my motivation.
Okay.
But then it also goes back to that dream being 10 years old and saying, hold on, I love this. This is in me. So I can't let life just steal away.
So maybe in your days you need to. I mean, I don't know if you do this already, but maybe in your days you just need to. Do you break your days by time?
Randy just started doing that the other day, but I have not been doing that. But yes, that's something.
Break down your days by
By
Chris
time.
Doe, you know Chris Doe, right? The Asian dude with the glasses. Anyway, he I got the idea from him. He what he did was he had people sticky notes. So say if you're awake for 12 hours in a day, you have 12 sticky notes. And then for each hour you write down
What you want to do for
What
that?
you
you know
hour.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like so okay, for 1 hour Netflix.
Right.
Yeah.
This hour you don't
Social
put
media.
them where
Right.
or whatever, but and he had people really think about it. And then when you really write down your average day, you realize, crap, I'm spending
Right. Way too
5
much.
hours on Netflix and 3 hours on video games.
The
Like,
average of-
I didn't really know that. So, well, not me, but well, now because I've been a
Well,
little under the weather,
To
but
clarify.
Fun fact: the average American spends just amount of time watching video as
Yeah.
they do work.
Oh.
So
so yeah, and so he really made them really live their days, and you have a just general overview of your day, and then you know,
Right.
okay, this is where I'm at, and if you want to spend more time here, how are you gonna? You have to take away. So if your average time being awake is 12 hours, how are
Mhm.
you gonna shift more time into your business, right? Doing planners, doing YouTube. So one guy on there, he spent way too much time on video games and YouTube. So he was like, you need to completely cut out video games. That's 4 hours that you can put into. So now you have an extra 4 hours you can use on building your YouTube channel or whatever it is you want to do.
Right.
So then he was like, document your day. What did you do that day? Now that you have an overall, like, hour by hour. Okay, 9 a.m. I woke up. I brushed my teeth. I ate. Then 10 o'clock, I started doing this. And
what do you
then-
want to accomplish? And then
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
Right.
what did you accomplish?
What's great?
Exactly.
Benjamin Franklin did that, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, mastermind
We need to
principle.
incorporate that for
But
sure.
yeah, I mean, it
One
makes
thing-
sense. Like,
yeah.
what have you done? Like, because I will be sitting there like, what did I do yesterday? I can't remember what I did yesterday or the day before. and it's like a gap. Like, okay, I don't know what I did.
So say we have the plan, you have it, you wrote it out, but for whatever reason, we couldn't really stick to that plan. So how can we be better at being accountable? I mean, I think at that point it just becomes about self accountability and just like following it through, because it's one thing to write it out, but you've got to stick to it.
I know with me yesterday, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Because I had scheduled to do DoorDash for 3 hours, but then 1 hour in, the app shut completely down. So then when I got home, I had this major headache, and I just literally could not see because it was so hard to keep my eyes open. So I just literally slept for the rest of the day.
So for myself,
so my whole schedule just got screwed.
I don't take on a lot of things right now that I know I can't commit to. That's just something that I had to do for myself. And now I'm just trying to structure myself so that when I start taking on things, I know that I'm meeting every deadline, every commitment that I make. Because I would feel guilty if I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this, but then I can't show up or I can't do it. And then that would be an extra cloud of like guilt on myself. So I'm just really, the planner that we have is called the Peaceful Life Planner. I'm really just trying to give tips on how to stay mentally ready, stay physically ready, because you're going to have to be your best self in order to be committed to these things.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you clonk out, then, I mean, it can't really be no good.
You just gotta self-motivate yourself.
You have to.
Like you said, you don't seem like you... Damn.
I don't seem like myself. Or
no, you said sometimes you just, because life hits you.
Yeah, life happens. Yeah,
life happens, and you don't feel like, I guess, energy or whatever.
Energy, motivation,
self-motivate yourself.
Everything. Yeah.
How bad do you want it? You know
That's
what I'm saying?
I look at my bank account.
Oh, I be.
Then the black. All right, I gotta get up.
Yeah, but
Let me turn the TV off.
Like I said, it's not gonna happen in a day.
Right,
so any little small step towards that.
That's right.
Music is not, just specifically music. Any small step towards that is gonna,
Well, that's why I love like what you guys are doing with the indie industry, because it gives artists like myself. Like, I put a song out last year. I'm not mad. Like, I'm excited about the fact that we got that done and it's out.
So what's next for the song? That's where you need to go to next.
What's next for the song? I mean, honestly,
it's out now. What?
I mean, you can still push it like it's a new song, because
I mean, it's probably new to about a million other people.
1,700.
It's not
streams.
It's not a lot.
So you can do a lot more people. You can just I would share it once a day. Like I got to the habit where I share my last 2 or 3 YouTube videos every single day, twice a day.
Same.
Correct.
And I'm trying to get to the point. My goal is to do 2 posts a day on Instagram and 10 stories at least.
If I was you, I would write down 1,000 goals. 1,000. It may seem like a lot, but a lot of
the planner. Don't bill me for that.
To millionaires, to people who are millionaires, they can do that. They're able to do that with ease.
Oh, I'm gonna.
So you need to write down
1,000
goals, because whenever you complete whatever goals you are completing at that time, you have your other 993 goals. So you're constantly working towards your goals. You're constantly. It doesn't matter how big they are. Doesn't matter how small they are. Doesn't matter how unreachable they are. 1,000 goals.
I love it.
And then
I'm gonna do that
you
because
need smaller goals in between.
Yeah, you guys. I feel that I'm a millionaire, and I know people say that all the time, but I'm going to get there. And it's not going to be like, oh, I'm a millionaire. I have so many things that I want to do in my lifetime, and I cannot do it scratching for resources. I need to have what I need to be able to complete my legacy. Before I leave, I am going to do great things.
Mm-hmm. Set those goals.
I do love that.
And then everything you do is going to...
In between, right? Okay.
It's all about positioning yourself. Y'all should go read this book called Competing for the Future.
Competing for the Future.
It's about positioning yourself in the industry. Because jumping curves, because we had fire, then there's a light bulb, then et cetera, et cetera. So how can you jump that curve so when the wave does hit, you're positioned correctly to ride the wave?
Love it.
And they say in that book, 1,000 goals.
Yeah. Thanks, Adrian.
1,000 goals, yeah.
I'll start today.
Yeah, 1,000 goals. It's crazy. That is a lot.
It is a lot.
I think I only got to like 100.
I mean, 'cause
Okay,
I
Adrian.
know
Now hold
I can
on.
think of a lot of goals, like even simple goals, like finish beating Dragon Ball Kakarot on Xbox, which is
to go.
I just got to Majin Vegeta, and I had the game for 2 months. But then again, I don't play a lot of video games anyway, so that won't be a goal.
No, you don't. But I mean, I think it's good to have some downtime. I mean, can you
Definitely.
have downtime
You need to
and
relax
still
your mind. You can't.
Yeah,
have
I feel
to.
like
can't.
You
my
cannot
way
function.
of my way of recuperating or putting gas in my creative brain is I'll just watch Netflix or anime or whatever the case may be.
Or video game. No, I'm just kidding.
Or
video
game.
game.
See?
Just kidding.
Any and
I love
everything.
it. No,
That's
why
cute.
not?
Or video games.
Yeah.
But I get frustrated with video games, so. Which is we need to be getting on Call of Duty because it's about to be live.
Let's
in that
go.
thing
I'll
in the
play.
quarantine.
If you set it up, I'll play because
Apex. Get on that Apex. That's
Get
what I'm
on something and start.
What's your
just-
gamer tag?
You know what? I don't know. It's on edge
Don't know.
something. I don't remember what it is.
Oh.
Mine's Black Forest Film without the S. Black Forest Film.
You got an
so
Xbox
come
too?
find me.
Come
Yep.
find
See,
them, y'all.
son,
Find
that
me, you can
Xbox
get it.
behind you,
If
bro.
you want it.
That's my Twitch also.
It sits there and never gets turned on. Like
Oh, we gotta get you in the game.
I got
Look,
2
you need
controllers and
motivation.
everything.
I'm about to play.
I
I'm about
just
to
bought
get
a
me
controller.
I'll probably be
girl,
like,
gamers are
look.
tearing up the streaming
I'm telling you.
industry.
They have,
I'm just letting
they
you know.
have this platform called, I don't know what it's called, I forgot, but you pay $5
Mm-hmm.
to have a girl play with you.
Oh, you can pay me $5 and I'll
So
do
it's
it.
like,
I'll take $2.50.
I'm like,
I'll
yo,
take half.
bruh, it's so easy
That's
for women to
interesting.
make money
It
nowadays.
is. It is.
Bruh, like $5, like, look, I could play a game with you for an hour.
Wow.
Bruh, that's $5. Okay, whatever. $5 for this person, $5 there, whatever. I mean,
Gee, I'm in the wrong industry. Like
30 minutes
what's
each. That's
going
$10 an
on?
hour if you do 30 minutes each.
Okay.
Or you can start at 5, I think. But
I'm thinking about
I'm sure.
No,
like,
then you play your music in the
There
background,
you
and then
go.
you
You
play.
got
Wait,
chicks
wait a
selling.
minute.
You got
them.
chicks
I
selling
gotta
feet
learn.
photos
They're not
for
separate.
freaking
I've got to learn.
$200.
I got
Mhm.
Right.
Wait a minute. Say that again, Randy.
You got women selling feet photos for like.
Oh my goodness!
$200.
Y'all don't want my feet photos.
That shit's
I'm
crazy.
like,
What you said,
On a,
fuck?
I
No,
mean,
I'm just
they're
kidding.
not horrible, but I'm just
I'm not about to
saying.
pay for no feet photos.
You ain't got no foot fetish,
No.
but those weirdos they
Oh
do.
my god!
They be
Show
They
me-
might not care
send me a
about
picture of your
They
armpit.
do.
dogs.
What's
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god!
That's crazy. I think
Anyway,
I cannot.
I forgot who it was. It was some influencer or girl or something, and they was talking about what's the weirdest experience they have happened with a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she said a fan came up and smelt her armpit.
Oh my. Okay.
Or
I hope she
something
was
like
fresh
that.
that
I wonder
day.
what she smell like.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, what you smell like?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! People are.
They're humans.
They like what they like.
Weirdos.
That's wild.
People like what they like.
But yeah. So so May planners.
Quote me.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
now-
So what's your goals?
What's my
Give
goal?
us
I
top-
mean, we're definitely
Top 5, and we can wrap it up after your top 5.
Honestly, guys, I want to have the number one planner.
Okay.
What is-
Planning system.
What does that mean?
What that means is that it's an industry on its own. So there are already companies and organizations that are rocking this industry. And I want to be in that category, which means that I don't want to to throw it on a shelf. I want you to go to the store and say, hey, do you guys have that Peaceful Life Planner? Do you guys have the Who Am I Daily resources, or searched Who Am I Daily? You know, I want the people to be able to get to the resources. You know what I mean? So don't look at me like that, Adrian. What you gonna tell me?
I'm just, okay.
You're
You
looking
wanna-
at me like,
So when you launch your website, they'll be able to do that.
right. So I want to, okay. So long story short, with my goal, and I know it's very sappy, but I want to help people be successful. So basically through my planning system, my success is going to come from someone saying, okay, I bought the planner and now I am happy in my days. I'm able to plan better.
Do you have a sales goal?
There we go. It's more specific. Thank you. So my sales goal for the first year, I at least want to sell, and this might sound small, but I do want to sell at least 1,000 planners for year one.
That's reasonable.
Okay.
And it's doable.
Because you have, 9,000 subscribers on Instagram?
Yes. But I'm glad you said that. This year, I took a different approach. I want authentic followers. So I make it a habit and I reach out to people, real people. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I reach out to people, I let them know what I have going on, and I invite them to be a part of the journey with me. So that's
cool.
the sales goal, 1,000.
You can do it.
Yes, it's done.
You just
How?
got to figure out how you're gonna do it. You're gotta use your own planner. And
I mean,
how
the
are
thing
you
about
gonna
it
do
is I feel like it's going to get done because I've already started creating that solid fan base and people are interested. People are excited.
I just mean like how by like what are you going to do? You said you're reaching out to all these people. You're gonna reach out to them. You're gonna.
So we have those people, but I also want to partner with companies. Whether it be personal fitness trainers, spas, just anybody that has already a base of people that may need this planning system. So we will work together as a team. And what my goal is also at some point to do wholesale. So have more people who want to have the planner on their websites or within their, shop. What is it? If they're shopping online and they have online stores, to have that available to their audience as well. So to buy in bulk.
Yep. That's beyond.
Well, I'm excited. I'm just excited about the relationships that I'm going to build, y'all. I've been in the house too long.
Don't look at me.
That's no excuse.
No, it's
Look at me like
it's not an excuse.
No excuse.
What I'm saying is I store it up. People are like, oh, you got to be on the scene all the time, but you got to store up for something. And for
That's
me,
why we got social media.
well, for me, I stored up. So now I'm ready. I felt like a whore in a way because I was just out there. Yeah. I'm just out there, but what are you doing? Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't just be out there. You got to be out there with a plan. Yeah. And I feel like I've stored up for a while. So now when I get out there, I got something for you.
I like
it.
Cool.
Well, again, what's your social media?
Aquala. Aquala Chantal.
Adrian Nice on Instagram.
Adrian Nice. Go ahead and submit your content to videoblimp.net. Also, if you're looking to see my run across America, you can go to runningforfilm.com.
And this your boy, Mr. On Edge. If you want to see my corporate work, it's onedgeint.com. But and definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Subscribe, definitely.
Like, leave a comment.
Tap that notification bell.
Do all those things. And again, if you want to get on the podcast, reach out to me or Adrian on IG. And we will, let's go from there. Peace.
Peace.